Good morning, pregame crew. How are ya? I hope you're doing well. We'll officially get started in 8 minutes. I jump on early to try to get my brain and mouth matched up, say hello to my friends, take a few chart requests, do an audio-visual check, make sure everything is working. It looks okay. Good morning, MWM. Dad's weekend. Hope you're doing well. Is that a new name? I don't remember that name, Dad's Weekend. Hey, Hunter. Hope you and the wife are good. Shake and bake. One-liner. You changed your one to a numeric one. I like it. All right. ETH. Let's start there. So looking at Ethereum, MWM, are we looking at a small correction, then continuation as usual, or is this part of a bigger correction? If anyone answers that question definitively, stop listening to them, first of all. So on the monthly, we are in last month's bar. We have an inside bar. On the weekly, we are below the 12 EMA. So we're rejecting right there at the 12 EMA initially. We did not get over weekly resistance. Bitcoin got over weekly resistance, but still rejecting at the 12 EMA. So with Ethereum, we have plenty of room for a daily higher low. So I'll answer your question with a qualifier. I like Ethereum long as it's maintaining the daily 12 EMA. So daily 12 EMA is around 31.15. 4 hour, we're losing the 12 EMA. Next support is 31.81. So I like Ethereum long as we're holding the daily 12 EMA. UAA, okay. Let's look at it. I haven't looked at that chart in a while. And I can't say that on a lot of things because I look at a lot of charts every day. Lots. All right. Monthly downtrend, weekly uptrend, daily getting extended, which we know that word extended doesn't mean a lot. That's an adverb that's somewhat useless in trading and technical analysis. RSI does help us. If we look at RSI, we're almost at historical RSI resistance. We got over the daily 200 MA, that's good. This was basically a tax loss harvesting name. So from the high of 2025, around $9, we closed out the year a little like 470. So it's getting a great bounce from tax loss harvesting. However, RSI on the daily, we're looking for a monthly lower high and daily is overbought. That's typically an area where you look to short. This has a small gap up. I would be looking to short this. You do have a gap fill at 659. I would want to buy it on a pullback. So 4 hour 12 EMA is your bull guide. It does look great. It's just getting a little bit over its skis. DKNG. DKNG, we're looking for a monthly lower high. Weekly got a higher high without follow through. Daily's pulling back. We're looking for a daily higher low. Hourly got oversold. So on the daily, we need to hold $34, $34.23. So with this gap down, hourly oversold, you could look for a long against 34.28. But overall, that weekly upper wick that's forming, not confirmed yet, doesn't look great. That monthly lower high is more likely, and on a bounce, bears will be looking for an hourly lower high. Yeah, hit the like button. Thank you, Shake and Bake. Good morning, Paula. Howdy doody, Sierra. Happy New Year to you, Sonoma. WWR. Look at that MWM. The early bird gets the worm, right? WWR approaching the daily 50 MA. Do not discount the importance of $1 psychological resistance. Super important. You'll find lots of names where if you get over $1, it could be a good buying area. And if you drop below $1, it could be a good shorting area. So we're gapping up this morning, but $1 could be a very serious resistance level. And you're down from 375. This chart is a ski slope. Lots and lots of debt, lots of splits, reverse splits, trying to keep it alive. These spike ups have been for shorting. I would short the crap out of it at $1 and stop out at $1.01. It's probably not what you wanted to hear, but history, that's what the technical analysis, that's what it is. We're historians. We're looking at history to determine probabilities on the right side of the chart. We're looking at the left side history to determine probabilities on the right side of the chart. And this chart tells you bounces are for shorting. And this chart's been telling you that since Jesus was a baby, back in 1996. All right, let's get started with the show. Good morning. How are ya? I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. This is who I am. Wait, who am I? Here I am. If you want to give me a follow on X at Chart Gal Lori, I would appreciate it. Economic calendar, we just had ADP non-farm employment change. We have ISM data, and more importantly, JOLTS at 10 a.m. Big data, 10 a.m. JOLTS. And we have oil at 10:30, oil inventory. What I do here on Wednesdays is I look at the market environment dossier table. This is a table I came up with so I can communicate to you what I'm seeing out there. And by the way, if you could hit that like button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. So with the market environment dossier table, this is just all the variables I look at to determine if the market is more bullish than bearish. This morning, it's more bullish. There's two things standing out. VIX is not falling apart. It has a daily double bottom. It is not falling apart yet. And then semis were slightly weak this morning, and we'll take a look at it, see if that's still the case. Those two things stood out to me as divergence from the bull narrative. Looking at ES, we have a daily higher low set. We were unable to get over 6994. SPY got a new all-time high. We've gone red to green this morning. We have potential 4-hour bull flag on SPY. There's nothing bearish about new all-time highs. QQQ is a little more red. 4-hour 12 EMA is holding fine. We have this weekly equilibrium on NASDAQ, higher high, lower low, lower high, higher low, lower high. So tightening, look at this squeeze. We're heading into earnings. Let me go back to that weekly EQ. When you have an equilibrium, you can just plot that 50 RSI. And what is RSI? Relative Strength Index. If it's over 50, it's more bullish. So if you are in a tightening pattern, which we have here, and you say, what are the probabilities on the right side of the chart? RSI gives you a clue. And then the preceding trend. You will be more times than not on the right side of the trade if inside of equilibrium you position yourself with the preceding trend. I use RSI to give myself more clues. I look at volume. In this case, we have a weekly EQ. It looks great. There are no problems here. RTY, we set the weekly higher low. We got a daily bull break. Russell was screaming yesterday. IWM approaching the all-time high. 257.34. Small caps getting a great bounce with the tax loss harvesting names getting their bounce after being sold off at the end of the year. Dow. Do not discount the power of a strong psychological level. And I would say the strongest psychological resistance there is $1. That is super strong. On your small caps, which I mentioned earlier, super strong. With the Dow, 50,000, it will be very interesting to see, can Dow cut through 50,000 like butter, like a hot knife through butter, or does it slow down at 50,000 and pull back? We're at all-time highs. There's nothing bearish about all-time highs, and we have a 4-hour potential bull flag. This looks beautiful. However, I'm cautious at 50,000. All right, SMH is a little red this morning. That was one of those highlighted items I was looking at. Dow, SMH is a little red. We're holding the 4-hour 12 EMA, and we got a new all-time high yesterday. There's nothing bearish about new all-time highs. Let's look at yesterday's low. Not that one. Yesterday's low. 380.91 right here. We have retraced, come on, Lori. We have retraced about 65% of yesterday's move, and we are at the 50% retrace. We're right here. We are right in the middle of yesterday's very large move. Does that mean we're going to fall apart? No. We could have a daily inside bar on semis. So the probabilities just went up on semis being a daily inside bar. The market can still go up with other names pulling it, but we would want to see a bounce in Apple, breakout. We would want to see a bounce in the other Mag 7 names if semis are going to take a breather today. So semis are setting up for a potential daily inside bar. VIX has been problematic. We're on the hourly 12 EMA. So at this point, I would say we have double daily inside bars because we had a double bottom at 1465, 1463, and we're inside that range. VIX is setting up for a pretty powerful move, and that could be up or down. Doesn't mean it's going to be up. We have a squeeze. We have this tightening range with double daily inside bars, jolts at 10 a.m. Let me look at the calendar. I wanted to look tomorrow. We have non-farm payrolls on Friday. Right there at 8:30. So VIX could be setting up for something, a big move on data. It could be jolts at 10 a.m. or it could be non-farm payrolls on Friday. And of course, market bulls want VIX to fall apart. So market's getting new all-time highs yesterday, and VIX is not breaking the lows. It is a clue that the fear has not fully left the market. Hang Seng was red overnight. DAX is currently green. Bitcoin is red. Bitcoin lost the 4-hour 12 EMA. We have a 4-hour tightening range. Bitcoin has been on fire this weekend. Let's see. It started Friday on that triple daily inside bar, breaking bull Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then it's taken a breather. No harm, no foul, no big deal. We rejected at the weekly 12 EMA. 4-hour, I would say bulls want to hold 91,200 and then go back to the upside, or we could have more consolidation incoming. Hourly 12 EMA overhead. Ethereum, we're daily inside bar. Weekly, we're rejecting initially from the weekly 12 EMA, and we have a 4-hour equilibrium. You're welcome, Dad's Weekend. That's why I'm here. All right, dollar, make you holler. Dollar is bouncing. We're above the daily 12 EMA. 4 hour, we're looking for a lower high. The inverse relationship with the dollar and metals hasn't been as strong as of late. Oil. You already know. If you've been here for a hot second, you already know what I'm going to say. What happened with oil yesterday? What happened? Daily 50 MA rejection. We rejected at 58.88, 58.87, daily 50 MA rejection, and down. Daily lower low. Now, oil is setting up for a pretty big move. And of course, I don't know the direction. We've got a major squeeze on the monthly. A major squeeze on the monthly forming on oil. It's setting up for a powerful move in 2026. The daily 50 MA stands between the move and the bulls. So we have inventory today on a bounce. Bears will be looking for a 4 hour lower high. Nat gas is getting over the 4 hour 12 EMA, potential daily bear flag. It's up almost 5%, but still looks like crap. Natural gas, the Widowmaker, potential daily bear flag. Gold. Gold, we were looking for a daily lower high. Hourly got overbought back here, and then we started pulling back. We've lost the hourly 12 EMA. We haven't quite lost the 4 hour 12 EMA, and we are still in a 4 hour uptrend. It's not game over for the bulls, and we will be looking for a daily higher low. Anything above 4425 keeps consolidation healthy. I'll take a look at silver. Silver 82.67, 82.58 double top. We're looking for a daily higher low. 4 hour is losing the 12 EMA, and hourly is getting more extended to the downside than gold. Amazon, Trump tariff decision on Friday. Thank you for that. Amazon had a beast of a move yesterday. We had this equilibrium, higher high, higher low, lower high, higher low, and bull break. Bull break out of this weekly tightening range on Amazon. Daily inside bar bull break. And look at the squeeze on Amazon. We have a weekly squeeze. Do we have a monthly? Yeah, we have a monthly squeeze on Amazon. Weekly, daily, potential 4 hour bull flag. Amazon looks ready to put some hurting on some bears. Amazon looks great. Holding the hourly 12 EMA. Had a big move yesterday. If it were to digest sideways today, that would be A-okay. NVIDIA has a weekly squeeze. Daily, we're just teetering on the daily 50 MA and 12 EMA. 4 hour, we have an EQ. Higher high, lower low, lower high, higher low. So do we tighten up today and make a 4 hour lower high and just continue to tighten? That could happen. Tesla, potential 4 hour bear flag. Tesla's been getting tore up from the floor up. I don't know what's going on with my vocabulary today, but we're just going to roll with it. Lost the daily 50 MA. We're looking for a weekly higher low on Tesla. So potential 4 hour bear flag, struggling at the hourly 12 EMA. I think Tesla is a buy at 420 because, hello, it's Elon and he loves 420. We'll see if bulls can put a stop to the bleeding today. As far as Queen of the Mountain trades, Apple is gapping down a bit. Apple, we're looking for a monthly higher low. There's nothing wrong with this monthly chart. Weekly's losing the 12 EMA, daily's oversold. Daily oversold, looking for a monthly higher low. gapping down, 4-hour oversold, hourly oversold. Yes, please, for a potential long. All right, CRWV has a potential hourly inverse head and shoulders. On the daily, we have an equilibrium. We're holding the daily 12 EMA. I like CRWV long. This was one of my tax loss harvesting names. I posted my entry in swing trade. We've had some great winners on the tax loss harvesting bounce names. If we look over here. So I posted, sorry about the scanning. On December 31st, the trades that I took, Sound, CRWG, that was CRWB long ETF, Mara, Beyond, and I had some great trades on here. Sound, $10 to $11.15, Lucid, $10.57 to TL8 to $11.45, Beyond, that was a great trade on Beyond. So we've had some great tax loss harvesting names, and CRWV I still have half, and I like this for another leg up. D-Dog. Oh, you're already moving. Okay, D-Dog, we're looking for a monthly higher low. Weekly, we have a weekly stair step on the weekly 50 MA, and I could make an argument we're looking for the weekly higher low. Daily got oversold. We're bouncing from the 200 MA. Little stair step bull break. We have enough room for a 4-hour higher low. I like this one for a swing candidate, actually. Meta on the weekly has this equilibrium shaping up, this tightening range. On the daily, we've been sandwiched between this 200 MA and 50 MA for a while. And we have pressure building. Pressure building. So we'll see, do we tighten up more today? Maybe get an hourly lower high? I'm watching Meta for a potential long. Netflix, I shared this downtrend line yesterday on Netflix when I was live streaming. We held it. We're looking for a monthly higher low. Daily oversold. Netflix is getting over the hourly 12 EMA, testing the 50 MA. I like Netflix long. Those are all my Queen of the Mountain trades. FIG was kind of I threw it in there last minute. I like this 4-hour squeeze on FIG, but I don't like it as much as the other names. I'm going to move that one down. Do I think MES can go over 7,000 today? Sure. XLC will have a lot to do with that, which that's Meta, Google, Netflix. They're set up well. The question is, can XLC join the bull party in place of SMH if SMH takes a breather? Let me type that out. What I'm watching for today. If SMH takes a breather, can XLC step up in its place as bull leader? VIX, market bulls want VIX to break down. Those are the two major things I'm watching. XLI has been running hard, XLV, and we need XLF or XLV to continue to carry the bull torch. And then we need some tech names to bounce, like Apple, Meta. Netflix doesn't really impact SPY that much, but I would say Apple, Meta, or Google. Keep this alphabetical. Those are the things I'm watching for today. All right, I'm going to copy this. One second. Okay. All right. Gold. I see a question on gold. Gold, GLD, we're daily lower high more likely, and we're gapping down. We're looking for a daily higher low, hourly not oversold yet. I would not be looking to buy GLD long unless hourly is oversold. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to go start the stream for our members. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Give me a follow on X at ChartGalLori. Thank you for being here, and use stop losses.